Hey, welcome back, you beats, to another video here on the channel. How are you all doing? Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. We're back with another How to Tame series, and today we're going to be talking about the only creature, or the only water creature that you need ever, and that is the Basilosaurus. And in this episode, we're going to show you how to tame it. So the best ways to tame it, and all its abilities, and why it's one of the best water tames that you can get yourself for taking on caves and other sea creatures. But before we do that, I just want to say, if you're new here, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to become a human being. We're on the way to 2,500 subscribers. Really appreciate all of you for subscribing. And if you haven't already and you finished this video, check out the complete ARK saga, which is my Let's Play series where we complete the whole of the game. It's an open server for people to join. I would appreciate it. Link will be in the top right after this video if you want to watch that series, and I would appreciate you very much so. Okay, so you're going to need the baryonyx, which I showed you how to tame last episode. A little information card up top if you don't know how to get the baryonyx. And you want to sort of make your way on the island around the top of the water biome. So as you can see, we've got the snow at the top. So we're looking at between about 20 to 15, 50-ish. You'll find basilo spawns, and they're normally quite close to the floor, so you want to go down quite a bit. So that's what we're going to do today. Obviously you need your scuba kit as well, so add scuba kit will add a level cap, so it's 81 to get that scuba kit. You can use Lazarus chowder, so if you make Lazarus chowder you can use that, and that will be just as effective. So we're going to descend our way down into the ocean depths of seeing nothing, and eventually we will see a basilo, because I did pre-find it. Here we go, here's a basilo. So you can tell what a basilo looks like in the water, especially when it's quite dark, just by, because it's a big long sausage, and it'll be covered by these stingray type things. So you want to look out for that. You also want to look out for anything that could potentially hurt you, like a megalodon or something like that. But that's why you have the Barry, because the Barry has the stun attack with the right click, so you'll be able to stun enemies that are trying to get to you. So the first thing that you need to do is that you need to wipe out all the little stingrays around this guy, because they will attack you if you're feeding it, because it's a passive tame, which I haven't mentioned yet. Alright, so there we go. Let's have a look at these. So you see we've got the manta all around it. I keep calling them stingrays, the mantas. Right next to the basilo. So the basilo is quite a low level, so it's not going to take too long to tame it. But what we'll do is, as you see, there's some mantas down there. So any manta that's around will get aggro to you once you start taming it. So ideally, you need to try and get the mantas to come after you. Now, you can either go and bite it, but as you can see, they're separated a little bit every now and again. And you go and bite it. Or you can bite one that's just nearby, and they should all aggro. If we could reach this guy. Come on. Come on, Barry. It's best if you have an imprinted Barry for this. I do not. I've just got a random one. But there we go. So as you can see now, they're all coming after us because you've hit the one. And we're just going to do a spin attack. And another spin attack, stun them all, as you can see. Very nice, very nice. And then we're just going to go and eat them. This may take a while, but you can repeat the stuns, so you can keep stunning them. As you see, these guys have been no problems. There we go, just hit another stun up. And the Barry's got like a final hit type sort of deal where it sort of eats them on the last hit, which is great, because you get some of that meat that you need to tame. Okay, so once you've cleared all the manta ray, you can have a look. Just make sure, scan the area. There's nothing else around. There's not, so you can start initiating the taming process. And like I said, this guy is a passive tame. So if you go up to it and you just get off, it'll say press E to feed if you've got something in your last item slot. So we're just going to go through everything that this guy eats and what are the best taming efficiency. So first of all, exceptional kibble is what I recommend, because these are a pain and they will take you a very long time. Their hunger slowly drops and their percentage is only so little. So if you can get kibble, I would highly recommend this, especially for cave runs. A high level with kibble will tame pretty fast. Other than that, you could use raw mutton, raw prime meat. You could use raw fish meat or raw prime fish meat. In that order, I will put a screenshot on screen of what it says. Today we're going to use just normal fish meat, what we just got off killing all them fish. So I just want to show you the whole process. So we're going to press E, and as you can see, these rates are extremely high, and that gave a 8.6% tame. So then what you do after that, or what I would recommend doing after that, is you follow on your Barry, and you just keep checking every now and again that it's ready to eat again. So it's not ready at the moment. Depending on how long your hunger rates are for wild creatures, depends how long this takes. So you can make hunger faster for wild creatures, untamed creatures, but just bear in mind that if you don't have your taming rates up, then this guy will starve before you finish feeding it. This guy is very very finicky. So this is a lot of evil stuff around, so you're going to have to defend yourself. Obviously, there's another manta over there, which will come over if we get too close. So we're just going to check again. As you can see, nothing there. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to switch to kibble to make this extremely faster, because we'll probably do it in one kibble instead of waiting forever. There's another manta over there, which you need to be careful of. You just need to be aware of your surroundings. If you're doing this with Lazarus chowder, make sure you've got a lot. Make sure you try and lure it up to the top so you can go and get some oxygen really quick. And we're just going to wait until this sausage needs to be fed again. So as you can see, I've just been following it around a bit. Another manta has been drawn to it, and now obviously is guarding it. And there's a couple of another couple of mantas over here. So we're going to go and hit these ones over here. Since if you hit your creature while you're trying to tame it, I'm pretty sure that the taming progress gets reset, which we do not want. So we're going to try and hit this guy just to get them mad. There we go. He's separated from the basilo, and then we're just going to get them all together and eat them up. This is definitely the most simplest way to do this. Having a basilo to do this makes it so much easier, and I would highly recommend it. Okay, this should tame it with my rate. I'm hoping. There we go. Yeah, so that tamed it. A max tame with the kibble, and as you can see, it just floated all the way to the top because he likes to. What we're going to do right now is we're going to put the saddle on there, and we're going to talk about why you need this guy and why it makes it an amazing cave runner. So first of all, it is pretty huge and chunky. And as standard, your health is high. So this is only level 71. It's got 9,000 health, which is crazy. The melee is not like over the top, but it's enough to take on all the sea creatures because you've got that tanky health. So the main reason you want this guy is to do the cave runs. So if you didn't know, or you should know that you have a few sea cave runs. So you have like the ocean caves, which is just all water. You have megalodons, you have alphas in there, and they're just generally a pain in the ass. This guy though is amazing because it is immune from shock and grab creatures. For example, the jellyfish. Now, who hates jellyfish? I'm raising my hand right now because jellyfish are the worst. If a jellyfish hits you in the water, it will stun you and dismount you and then stun your mount. I've lost several barriers to jellyfish in the past while going through the water, just because you're pretty much defenseless. The barrier won't respond to commands because it's been shocked and stunned, but the basilo does not. So you can go and eat jellyfish with this guy and attack jellyfish and not get affected by the stun and won't get dismounted. That is the same with the grab from the tusos, which are the squids. They can grab your creatures and pull them in. Basilo is immune to that, which is great, which makes this basilo amazing for getting biotoxins, which biotoxins are needed for the shock trank darts. So this guy becomes... There we go. So a jellyfish down here. Let me show you. So, let me show you both. I'm in creative mode, so I won't die, but my Barry probably will. So I'm going to show you what happens when you're on a Barry. No, I don't want you to follow me. Alright, well, it turns out, because I'm in creative mode, my Barry is also immune. If I get off my Barry, as you can see, it gets shocked, and it won't be able to follow you. So I'm moving away. It's on follow. It's being shocked, and it's just stunned. It cannot move, and it will keep getting stunned because they'll keep renewing that shock, and it's impossible until you kill them. So that's what happens to a normal creature. You would get dismounted, and it would get shocked, and as you can see, you can't help it. It's just stuck there being attacked. Well, let me deal with this megalodon. Jesus Christ. Get out of my way, megalodon. You poop. Alright, so now if you went down with your basilo, you just hit these guys up. We won't get shocked. We won't be affected by their shocking. We can kill them, and then we can also harvest their biotoxins, which I said obviously we could use for the shock tranks. How awesome is that? So that's basically why you need these guys for caves, because a ton of jellyfish and eels in caves, and they will just stun normal creatures. This guy is immune from it. That in itself is just the main reason to get it. It also creates like an oil substitute. So as you can see right here, there's this that's created. It's just oil, and then it's refined like thick blob of oily ink. And this could be refined. It crafts about 20 in the inventory, so you have to keep pulling it out a lot. But it does create oil passively, which means that you have, if you have a bunch of these and you have someone to collect oil every time it hits 20, which isn't that long to be honest, does it pretty quick. We've already had 3, as you can see, and we've not been recording that long. You get a lot of oil supply really quick, which is great. This guy has a bunch of weight. Level 71, it's got nearly 1,000 weight, or nearly 800. Okay, I'm over-exaggerating a little bit, but this guy is fast. It has a bunch of weight. It's your all-in-one need for the ocean. This guy can take on pretty much everything. It's very tanky. Even Moses. Okay, that just reminded me. of a Moser down there. Even Mosers, you could take on Mosers, and you're not going to be too affected by it. I mean, yes, they're going to be difficult to beat, but you got a ton of health, and as long as you keep healing, these guys are the biggest tanks out there. If you can breed these and imprint them as well, you're just set. You're set for the ocean. You're hardly going to lose them, and they're just the ultimate battle tank of the sea, and that's what we're going to call it. Just to note though, if you're trying to mutate this guy, there's only 2 regions that you can mutate. It's the top here, so this top color, and then the bottom color. So instead of it looking like a half-baked sausage, you can make it into a half-baked bread sausage. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways guys, that's a Basilosaurus. Get yourself one of these. It is your all-in-one ocean tame. I don't think you'll need to tame any other ocean. Do I even need to cover any other ocean creature? Because this guy does it all. I don't think I do. Anyways, thank you for watching guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe to become a human being. And if you want to find out more about the How to Tame series, there's a little information card up top for you. Thank you for watching, and bye.